Now let's talk about product instructions. So the other one, we were talking about branding, and essentially if you have issues, come contact us. So now these are going to be the ways that we're going to inform them and make sure that they answer all their questions so that hopefully they don't contact us or have any problems at all. So what we're going to want to do is essentially give the instructions, maybe if it's step by step, do this and annotate it out. All right, so here's the example of Anchor. Nice little step right there to show it being used. And yeah, it looks like it's got everything you need there. And then it also had the product specifications on there. It gives you tips on the fastest and the safest, tips for the fastest and safest charge. So you're giving them tips and all the info that they need, all the specifications, and yeah, and how to use it. Plug it in, charge your phone. That's their instructions, but they even made it like nice and simple for you. All right, so now on the backside, what do they do here? They go ahead and tell you all of the limitations or potential issues so that they don't get negative reviews and everything. Does everybody read this? No, but it's nice, short, and simple, so people are more likely to do it than if it were to just be a long text list. Essentially, we show pictures and graphics and lay it out nice step by step how to do it. So if there's any setup process, make sure to illustrate that out nice and easy so they can get it going and fast because they bought it. They want to initially just get going and using it. Then you additionally provide a way for them to maybe some pitfalls, common things, what not to do, and then any specifications and any warnings or like do not do's. Definitely put those in there. Or maybe there's some limitation to it. Definitely address it, okay? What you don't want to do, don't be an ostrich with your head in the sand, okay? If there's something that's wrong, you're way better off addressing it, owning up to it, and saying how to prevent it from happening, and maybe explain why it happens. If it's a bad reason why it's happening, maybe don't address that, but say, here's what you can do to prevent this from happening. It's going to be much more understandable. People will be less likely to run into the issue than if you just put your head in the sand and hope it doesn't happen, because it will happen if it's an issue. So with the solar eclipse goggles, it's still at a little bit of light in the middle, and people are like, well, I don't know if this is safe, okay? So essentially, I made it very clear, addressed it ahead of time and said how you could fix it by putting your hands right here in the packaging. And guess what? It worked. Some people even email me about like, well, how do I, am I doing it right? And I told them that they were. And anyways, I was not an ostrich with my head in the sand. I just owned up to it. And, really said, if you're really worried about that little bit of light, put your hands there. So overall, we're illustrating this, making it really nice and clear for them to do. And the overall point here, we want to keep this short. We want to keep it simple, and we want to keep it in depth. Yes, that's not like what I record, but the whole point is here, provide everything that you need to, but cut out all the unnecessary words, use graphics, get it really nice, easy to organize. You don't want it to be like a car manual. It's a nightmare to try to find what you want. Nice, simple, short. And then additionally, why did they buy this? Okay, you can actually provide value with the instructions by making an emotional connection with them too. Maybe using some funny images, or like if it's really simple, you could make it into a joke of like how to use the product or something. Like you can get pretty creative with here and actually get branding across through the instructions too. So that's it for the product instructions. And now we are sticking our head in the bed and we're going to bed, but on to the next video then for you guys. Off to bed for us.